Hi, I'm Jeff Gonzalez, president of Trident Concepts, and today I'm here with Brownells Daily Defense to talk to you about weapon-mounted lights. So, in the concealed carry world, it may become advisable for you to consider carrying a weapon-mounted light on your primary carry gun. So let's talk a little bit about what that really means. So here I have this SIG 320 equipped with an XC1 from Surefire. You'll notice how this is a pretty small footprint, and this light is doing a pretty decent job as far as its output is concerned, about right around 300 lumens. So as far as footprints are concerned, it's not a bad package. I can move up to something as big as this guy, this X300, which is substantially larger. Now, obviously, with the larger frame, I'm going to get more output, and this may be better suited for a home defense handgun. So I might look at the smaller size mainly for my carry gun, and I might use the larger size mainly for my home defense gun. So either case, you've got some sizes to look at. When it comes to weapon-mounted lights, one of the factors that you're going to have to really pay attention to is the cost. So these items are first essential in many cases, because if you were to take a step back and think about when bad things happen, a good majority of bad things happen in hours of low light or in reduced visibility. So having a light to be able to positively identify the potential target or the area that you're moving into is probably going to be something to consider. When you start looking at lights, you factor in the cost, and then eventually you'll narrow in on one or two particular brands. But from there, one of the other things that you're going to have to consider is, are there holsters to accommodate the gun-light combination? And that's where you're really going to run into maybe a little bit more of a challenge. There are several holster manufacturers that are making holsters to accommodate various lights, but they're going to be the more popular brands, and those are going to be probably at a little bit higher price point. So that's why you're going to have to do a lot of kind of culminating and figuring out what's going to work best for you and your needs. But one of the things that I really harp on is that even if you were to have a super awesome setup with a good holster, the weapon-mounted light does not exclude the need for a handheld light. And this is where sometimes people misunderstand the use of a handheld light. The key thing about the weapon-mounted light is that for me to use this weapon-mounted light, there has to be some sort of justification for bringing into the equation a deadly force instrument, the handgun. Because the light is attached to the gun, I need to have that justification. Whereas a handheld light, I don't. So just remember that if you have that weapon-mounted light, you still need to put a lot of consideration to carrying a handheld light. Now, just because it's a light and it's simple to use as far as on and off, you might think that you don't need some sort of extra training with this. And I would encourage you to consider that it actually does require a little bit of training to understand how to truly exploit the value behind these very lightweight, compact, and powerful lights. So a little bit of training will go a long way. And really what that training is going to help you to understand is how to employ it in a tactical setting. How to employ it so that you gain the most tactical advantage that you can possibly get from your equipment. So think of training as a way for you to help understand how to apply the weapon system with the light in a real world setting. So that's a quick little down and dirty on weapon-mounted lights for both concealed carry and possibly for home defense. If you have questions or comments, please feel free to post them down below. Until then, take care and stay safe.